Hello everyone. Today I'm going to present a past terror history. Call it Beyond the World. Our protagonist's name is Isaac. He is from USA, but he lived in Hong Kong and he became a rich man. 20 years after, he decided to came back to USA and met with his old friend. His old friend was very strange, and his name was Jean-Pierre. Jean-Pierre always was an strange man because he always believed believed in magic, luck, and magic creatures, magic books, necromancias. And he was very strange because he liked to read some darkness books. When Isaac arrived to USA, exactly in San Francisco, he called to Dampier and he said that he stayed in San Francisco around 3 years. And Dampier replies, "Come on, my friend, my house is your house. You remembered my father's house. It's in the tower, near the Ocean Pacific. I waiting for you." Isaac was to this house. It was a cold day and a stormy day. And the house was a big castle near to the Pacific Ocean. The door of the tower was open, and Isaac decided to enter to this room. And with a lamp, he only saw shadows and darkness. There is not another people, there is no servants, there is no anyone. And he could see another room, and he decided another time to inside to this room. He inside to this room and he recognized a shadow of a man. In this room was staying Dampier, and it looks like a teen man, an old man, but it was very strange because Dampier is not young man, but it is not very old man, but he looks like an old man. They were shocked because they didn't see for many years. Dampier was very generous because he offered to Isaac wine, he offered food, and he offered some cigars. And they talked about his life, about his adventures, their business, their work, their jobs. but the conversation was not very excited. In this moment, they listened a knocking. Uh, it sounds like a tapping. It sounds like another people beyond the wall tried to send a message for them. Isaac tried to leave the tower because he was not comfortable, because the house was very dark and he felt uncomfortable because there is not life in this house, and he listened some strange sounds. But Dampier said him to stay for this night. And Dampier said him to tell a story about their life and about what happened before the fathers of Dampier, the fathers Dampier died. Uh, the history of Dampier is when some year, some years ago he decided to leave the tower and he tried to learn more about the magic, about the neuromancers, about the look and superstitions. And he left the tower and he started a new life in a cheap room of Rincon Hill. He read some books. In this time he knows a beautiful girl and he falling in love. He was falling in love from her because he was beautiful, but he never said nothing because he are very different, because he was a rich man and she was a poor girl from Hilton Room, from Rincon Hill. But they lived in the same room, in the next room, in the same house, but in the next room. One day he listened a tap from the other room, beyond the room, such as the sound, and he knows who 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 are the sound. After he listened this sound, at the next day, the woman was very ill, and after that she died. After that, he was very sad, and he tried to contact her through the necromancy magic. And one night, he listened another time, but there is nothing in another room. At the next day, he received a bad news. His father was died. The necromantic people say that when you listen in this sound, this tap 3 times, very bad things happen to you. When you listen, it is the sound, but it is the sound that bad things happen to you. This night, Dampier and Isaac listened again that sound, and he knows that something terrible was happened this night. After the story, Isaac and Dampier slept, and at the next day, Dampier was died.